Wanamaker with 10 seconds to go. Coombs McDaniel on the screen. Walker with 7.
Got a mismatch.
Walker on McGee with 4. Kemba Walker. Step back. Walker. Cardiac Kemba does it again. UConn.
Right. He's played it boldly out there. That could be magical. Thank you.
Oh,
no. The way he motors downfield after the catch.
1st and 10 at the Jets 34. Direct snap to Brady. Lots of time. Looks. Shoots it toward the end zone. Caught. Touchdown, Randy Moss.
The black market is trade, goods, and services that are not part of the official economy of a country. This may be illegal activity where taxes are not paid, or illegal activities such as illegal sports gambling. Sports betting is the activity of predicting sports results and placing a wager on the outcome. Sports betting is usually done through a bookmaker or bookie who is the market maker for sports wagers. In the United States, besides Nevada, it is illegal to operate such a scheme. I think this is an important topic because the gambling industry has grown tenfold in the United States since 1975, and 2/3 of the American adult population placed some kind of bet last year. However, most of these bets are untaxed because they are all underground, meaning that the United States economy is missing on approximately $4.2 billion in tax revenue. When you think about major sporting events such as the Super Bowl or the NCAA March Madness basketball tournament, you usually think of gambling. Whether it is filling out a score square or filling out a bracket in your work pool, it's all gambling and is all technically illegal.
All right, some $12 billion is bet on the NCAA college basketball tournament, but only about $85 million of that is bet legally. So to help curb the illegal activity, the NCAA has started working side by side with Vegas sportsbook operators to watch for suspicious betting habits. For more on college basketball betting and this year's tournament, we head down to Atlanta. Bloomberg's Mike Buteau is joining us from the bureau there with today's Money in Sports. And Mike, we all know that the NCAA tournament brings out the gambler in maybe all office workers when it comes to filling out
the question.
Hey, what's allowed, by the way? Can I put $10 in my office pool?
Well, it depends if who's running that office pool and how big it is. But yeah, now those things have been going on. As you mentioned in the beginning, the billions of dollars that are bet on the tournament, there's a very small percentage of that bet legally. And $10 on your office pool would fall into the illegal aspect, according to the NCAA. So we'll just keep that between you and me.
People need to realize how big sports gambling is and how it should be legalized in the U.S. for economic benefits. The United States should collect taxes on this $4.2 billion market while simultaneously helping to improve the economy with more jobs and more money flow. If all winnings of more than $600 were taxed by the IRS, just like a lot of state lotteries, it would give our government 28% of each winning ticket, helping to spike our economy. Sports betting is in no way a new craze. It's been around since colonial times when colonists would bet on horse races, cockfights, and boxing. An ESPN The Magazine article published in 2003 estimated that the online sports betting industry takes in $63 billion a year, also estimating that 1 in every 4 Americans bets on a sporting event at least once a year, and that 15% of the U.S. population bets on sports regularly.
Before the start of the season, the Sox are a 50-to-1 long shot. He likes their odds and puts down $4,000. The payout? A cool $200,000.
Yeah, that was a nice baseball season. It was an excellent baseball season and really gave me a spring to jump into football that was coming up.
Come on, Stevie! Illegal gambling can give huge paydays, but the risks are equally big.
It's a gray line. Sports betting is the one topic nobody wants to talk about, but everybody does it.
Millions of Americans gamble illegally, and sports betting is by far the biggest moneymaker, according to pregame.com, a sports betting information site. It finds that on the Super Bowl alone, $1 billion are wagered illegally. $12 billion is put down on the NCAA men's basketball tournament. Of all the money bet on sports, most of it goes through an illegal bookmaker.
Legalizing sports betting would also help increase market transactions because now the $63 billion a year industry would count towards the United States gross domestic product, or GDP, helping to strengthen our economic standard of living by creating more jobs and more revenue in our economy. Currently in the United States, the consensus on whether or not sports betting should be legal is mixed, most likely due to the fear of athletes messing with the integrity of the game, like shaving points, or fear of more people developing a gambling addiction because it seems easier to gamble on sports due to people's belief that a team can be a sure thing. A lot of harmful things in the United States are legal. Alcohol, guns, and cigarettes are just a few, and sports betting is no different. Like the others, besides cigarettes, if used properly, you can enjoy these things, and the same goes for betting on sports, which isn't that far off from some current state lotteries. If the United States of America legalizes sports gambling, it could help with the current economic crisis, pumping more money into the economy. Regardless of if it is legal or not, people will bet anyways. So why not capitalize and collect taxes on a $63 billion a year industry, while also helping raise the U.S. GDP, helping to strengthen our economic standard of living by creating more jobs and more revenue in an economy, especially in our current times of economic uncertainty.